Steve Jobs died, dude, like, they haven't invented shit, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
AirPods are not an invention.
Yeah.
It's a Bluetooth headphone.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's pretty obvious.
They're
And,
just
like,
literally just riding the wave and like.
And also design has crippled them. I'm glad that Johnny Ive is leaving. Because, like, I mean, I think Johnny Ive, their, like, head designer guy, the, like, British dude, there's always in the commercials, like, the MacBook Air is one of the most revolutionary MacBooks ever created because it's as thin as a manila envelope. You know, like, they're, like, it's like, how's that benefiting me as a customer?
They dropped the ball, dude, I think, with smart home speakers.
100%.
Siri, dude, she should have been in every home, dude.
Yeah, of course she should have.
They're just
but
trying to
guess
go.
what? They didn't put Spotify on it, and no one uses Apple Music. You fucking
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
They should have made like a solution that was for every home. They're trying to go like HomePod, like super high end. Like.
Yeah, it was just so dumb, and no one except for the dummies that just buy anything with the Apple logo. Like the person that it's kind of like people that buy Supreme.
They're
like
sheep.
Yeah, exactly. it's like okay. Are you buying it because it's good, or are you buying it simply because you want it to look a certain way? Like, you like the Supreme logo on your chest, fine. But do you really have to buy the goddamn crowbar? You know what I mean? Like, do you really have to buy the fucking Supreme fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
Or the Supreme brick?
I saw like a teddy bear, dude. It was like $30,000.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. The fucking bear bricks, yeah, they're so expensive. And it's like, at what point are you just flexing because it's expensive? And do you actually like this thing that you're buying? And I'd say most of the time it's not. It's again, it's like the gold Apple Watch. It was like 30 grand. It's like, you know that watch is gonna be obsolete when version 2 comes out, but like you don't care because you're probably just like a rich Saudi prince or something. Like,
yeah.
You know, that's their market. And that's actually the genius thing. I watched this video about like why the like, so for example, right now with the iPhone, they sell like a 64 gig model or like a 32 gig model. Like they sell like it's like, why would you even sell a 32 gig model? But then it jumps. It's like 32 gigs, 128 gigs, 256 gigs. Like there's no in between of like 64. And it's because what they're trying to do is they're like, what's the lowest threshold? So basically what if there was a way that we could charge our richest customers the most, while somehow getting the most amount from our poorest customers? Like, what's the threshold that we have to go down to as far as lowest price that we're still going to get a vast majority of people of the like low end of the market that just want to get their foot in the door, aka if we're talking about like Gucci, like a belt or something, and then how do we charge our richest customers the most? Like, literally buying every single thing that we make. So like there's some people that just want a Supreme box logo tee or a Gucci belt. And then there's some people that want the entire store. And that's what like the 256 gig model and the Apple Gold watch is like they're charging their richest customers the most because they know they're always going to buy the highest end no matter what.
It's identity.
It's an identity thing, and they just know in the back of their head they have the best of the best. Like when it breaks, they're like so mad because they're like, I bought the highest end one, I bought the best one, and it still break. What the fuck, Apple? You know. But it was like down at the low end, it's like, oh well, I didn't shell out for the good one, so maybe that's why or whatever. You know. So it's like simultaneously they can charge their like, but then they got to figure out what that threshold is. It was really interesting because I always thought about that. I'm like, it doesn't cost them shit. And then the price increase was always massive. Like the 32 gig model was like, $999 or whatever. And then the 256 gig model is like $1,500. It's like, it does not cost them $500 to put that much memory. I have a micro SD card that's 256. I just paid $40 for it. Like, no way.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost that much.
For the uneducated.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my rant. But yeah, dude, I totally agree on the Steve Jobs stuff.
Apple sucks.
Yep.